hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Oz Travelog. Yes, I know we've been not putting out too many videos of late. That's because we've been stuck here in Melbourne due to family reasons and constraints, but look, hopefully that's going to soon change. What I'd love to talk to you guys about today is GPS and mapping. A lot of you use things like, these books with all the maps and so forth in it. It's a great way to find your way around, but there is a better way, and that's with a tablet. Now, I've just purchased a tablet. We went onto eBay and I decided to get the cheapest possible tablet I could buy that was going to do the job. Most important thing about tablets, especially if you're using them for GPS, is make sure that the tablet has a GPS module in it. Now, most tablets now have GPS. If it's a cellular connection tablet, it will have a built-in GPS feature because the cellular networks use GPS for timing. Android tablets use a GPS sensor for location, apps like maps and browsing, and for cameras. So before you purchase anything, just make sure that the tablet that you're going to purchase actually has a GPS function to it. So we purchased this a couple of days ago, and like everybody else, we had to wait for the man to arrive to deliver the parcel. We have it now. This is our tablet. So it's just arrived. I'm going to open it up and we'll see what we got for our money. Now, because I'm an old dude, got to wear the glasses. So let's get started. Let's get out the old pocket knife and see what our seller has actually provided for us. Now, I didn't get this sent to me. I did purchase this, so we're not getting anything for it. So it's just for our interest. So here we go. First part of the package seems to be this grey attachment there. Don't worry, we'll take it easy. So, now, what have we got in here? Let's open this up. It's like Christmas, isn't it? And inside the package is another package. We don't need that, do we? Yeah, I wonder what this is. Ah, that's our pen tool. So that's good. And in here, what else do we have? Oh, I know what this is. That's our little 240 volt USB charger. Oh, if I can only get this open. So there we go, we've got our USB port at the back, and that's our charger for our tablet. So, guys, looking good so far. I'll just get rid of some of this rubbish. Now, this is what I've been looking forward to. So let's get into it. I must admit they do a good job with the packing. Oh, wait on. I told you, it's just like Christmas. So I've been using all sorts of maps and so forth over the years, and well, it's only been the last few years I've decided to sort of go digital and try out some of these packages. Now, we all use Wiki Camps and all that sort of stuff, so that's a great little app that most of you would have on your phones, but you could also put it on a tablet, which means that you can actually see things a lot clearer. Oh, look at that. Wow. Well, as you can see, I haven't opened any of this before. I'm doing this right in front of you guys, so And here is, oh my gosh, look at that. It's even got, hang on, we'll get rid of some of this. It's got a USB charger, and that would be for the little keyboard. And the keyboard is metal at the back and magnetic for here. So that'll be a good little stand for our tablet. All this was $125 Australian. Crazy. I've always bought well, Samsung and all that sort of gear, but I thought this time I'm only going to spend a little amount of money and just see what you get for your money. So far I'm pretty impressed. So we've got a cover, USB charger, and a pen tool. We're going to get to it eventually, I tell you. And just opening up this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, here it is. The XGody tablet. 125 bucks. Now, I did have a promo code for it, which the seller had on their page. I had a look the other day and the promo code has disappeared, but have a look around. You should be able to pick these up for a pretty darn good price. So let's get our knife and let's get into it. So far pretty impressed. Okay, that's a bit of plastic gone. Not a bad little box. So here we have it. So we've got our USB charger and another connection for that. I'll have to go through those later. I will give you a full rundown. It's just that at the moment we're just doing a bit of an unboxing to see what we've got. So this is our XGody box. Our tablet. Now, first glance of it, it's pretty good. It's got a good metal back. It's got a camera at the back. XGody front. So we can actually take all this off, I'm thinking. Hang on. Oh yes, there's a little tab at the front here that we can actually just pull off. And there we have it, guys. That's our tablet. That's what we're going to use for our mapping software. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to charge this up, put a few apps on it, and we'll give it a test run to see how it goes. So that's the XGody box. So it's pretty impressive actually. Now, as I said before, this one actually, oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. There is more. There is more. 125 bucks, and you also get a protective cover. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just hope this thing lives up to its reputation, otherwise I think I'm going to get a bit of a caning on this one, but look, it looks pretty good. It's got a little manual here that we'll go through. So the first thing I'll do is we'll charge it up, and as I said just before, is what we'll do is we'll charge it up, put a few apps on it, and see how it goes. And always remember, and they've also got this other tool, and that's to that'll be to release the memory card. So let's have a crack at it. We'll power it up, see how it goes.
A few moments later.
Now that the tablet's fully charged, and we've also charged up the magnetic keyboard or the Bluetooth keyboard, we can now start transferring the information or duplicating our phones basically. So when you bought your phone, you probably ended up getting one of these, which is a USB-C to USB-C cable. Now what that cable's for is to transfer data from, say, a Samsung Galaxy phone to a new tablet. So when you start the tablet, it's going to ask you, do you want to pair it with your phone? So you'd want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug our our USB-C into that port under the phone, and also on the side there's a USB-C port on the side. So once we've plugged that in and started the tablet will then ask, do you want to pair with the phone, and you just go through that sequence and do that. Now I've skipped that sequence because it's actually going to take a little bit too much time. So I'm going to disconnect that for now because I've already done it. We'll get rid of that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the screen recording so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So we'll record the screen. Your tablet all set up. One of the first things you really should do is there's a little app that we've got here called GPS Test. So if we go into the Play Store and we search GPS Test, there it is there. You'll see, excuse me, you'll see this one come up. And so you simply open that or install it. So once it's installed, we're ready to go. So we'll just shoot back to that other screen and hit the GPS test. Now because we're inside, it's going to take quite a long time to get a satellite fix and see how many satellites we can get. Once we're outside, we'll get a lot more satellites. As you can see, we're actually picking up a couple of satellites at the moment, but there will be more once you're outside because you've got the GPS antenna at the top which will actually pick up those. As you can see, we've got, we're starting to get a few more satellites now, so we've got 8, which means that we end up with a 3D fix, which is great. So it looks like everything's fired up pretty well. So this is good to go. Now some of the programs that I've got on this is so Memory Maps for All, which is a great little program. You can actually have a look on YouTube and there'll be a lot of people that can actually tell you a lot more about this program. The good part about it is you can actually move your fingers across the screen, drag it across, get a good view of whatever area you want to have a look at. So currently, let's have a little bit of a look. There's Geelong over there, and if you want to sort of squeeze that in a bit. So you can actually really see quite a lot. It's a very, very good program, this one. We use it a lot, but we won't get into that at the moment, so we'll quit that app. And we've got a lot of other apps on it as well. So as you can see, we're ready to go. So the next phase of what we want to do is actually put this in the car and do some real life testing. So stay tuned for that one. Before we put the tablet in the car, what I'm going to do is quickly run down a few of the features of the tablet. Now there is the on-off buttons on the side, there's a volume controller here, USB-C on the side. It's also got an earpiece jack for the top of the camera, top of the tablet there. Now also on this section here is the release pin for the SD card and the, just opening that up for you, the SD card and mobile SIM card. Now the mobile SIM card will go in there, and we've got the SD card there, so you can put up to anything up to about 1 terabyte card in these things, but the terabyte cards are quite expensive, so I don't think we're going to go down that. I've got just a 32 gig in this one at the moment, which I think is quite ample. So we'll put that back. Now while speaking of the tablet, we've got 2 cameras for the tablet. The front camera, or the camera that will be actually facing you, is only a 5 megapixel camera, and the one on the rear is an 8 megapixel camera. So don't be like that lady there and take photos using a tablet. It just looks so wrong. But anyway, moving along. So that's our tablet. We've also got this great little case for the for the keyboard, which you could also probably put the tablet in there as well, but we're going to work something out a little bit later on. So that's a great thing to have. That sort of has a stand, and then your keyboard goes like so. The other bits and pieces that we got with it was the pen tool that you can actually tap on the screen. And I did mention we have this Bluetooth keyboard, which is also very good. We've also got an OTG cable, which is used for plugging in keyboards, mice, hard drives, whatever else you need. So that's a good thing to have. And they also came with a charger, USB charger with USB-C, so that will actually charge up the keypad and the tablet. They also give you the manual, and I did mention before they do have the screen as well. Now this brings me to the next point, which is the most important point. For these things to work in the car, we're going to have to get a suction mount for the car. So what I did was I had a bit of a look around to try and find out what I thought was going to be something that was going to work for us. What I did find was a suction cup mount. I checked out eBay. Now the eBay prices were pretty incredible. They were anything from about $46 to about $106. But because we're doing this video on the cheaper side of things, we want to keep the cost to an absolute minimum. I went onto the Temu site and I picked up a suction mount for $8.75. Yeah, $8.75. So while we were sitting down having our coffee, well, we actually got an email the other day saying that our package is due to arrive. So like good people, we sat down and we had our cup of coffee outside waiting for the parcel to arrive, had to wait. And then all of a sudden, after we went back inside for a few minutes, the parcel did arrive. Guy comes and we got our parcel. So without mucking around too much, this is our parcel. This is what we got. That's how it arrived in this bag. I haven't opened it as yet, so we're going to do that right now. So I'm going to tear this open and we'll see what this mount is like. Okay, and as always, we don't want the rubbish, do we? So this is what we bought for our mount for our tablet. So let's see if it's going to do the job for us. I think I need my glasses for this one. So the package itself is pretty basic. So we don't need that. And this is the mount I decided on. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to put a few little pictures of the mount on the side there while I show you the mount and the reasons why I got it. So this is it here. It's got a sticky pad here that you peel off, and you're supposed to be able to stick it on the dash. Now if that's not suitable, what I'm going to do is make a disc and put some double-sided Scotch tape on the back, stick that to the dash, and hopefully that's not going to cause any damage, but we'll do some tests before we do that. And that's the mount. So how this works is we'll take that off. As I said, we haven't opened this before, so I'm just winging it at the moment, so to speak. So if you can imagine, that's our dash mount. That locks into position. Now I wanted this type of device because I didn't want anything sitting up on the windscreen that is going to obstruct the view while driving. So this seems to be a good solid mount. I just need to tighten that a bit more. The construction of it is plastic, but it seems very sturdy, and this is expandable, so the tablet will easily fit into that. So we can either run the tablet in the portrait mode, or if we want, landscape. So I think we might jump in the car, see how this all goes together, and hopefully I haven't made a dud purchase. So we'll check this all out in the car. Alright, we're in the passenger seat of the Land Cruiser at the moment. We're going to fit up this mount and we'll see how it goes. Now, some of you may be asking, because on this Land Cruiser we've got the head unit set up here, where we've got most of our apps also on the head unit, and if I hit the Hema maps there, we've got the Hema maps on this as well. Now you might ask, now why do I want a tablet? Well, the trouble is with the head unit, this is an EC off-road head unit, and unfortunately it's only got Android 7 in it, and what I need to do is actually upgrade to run at least Android 13. Now this tablet that we purchased is an Android 13 tablet, so this will be able to run most of the programs that we need to run. So what I've done so far is I've actually cleaned the dash down. We're ready to put our unit on, and we'll see how this all goes together. It looks pretty natty. So it's got a sticky little pad there. I've just opened that one up there. I'll open this one up here so that moves around. So we need to put this in a position, so I'm going to say right about there might be a good position for it. So we'll sit it about there, I'd say. And first of all, we'll take off the protective tab. Now this back section is sticky, and if you need to get it sticky again, you need to just wash it, and the water will actually make this all sticky again. So if we're going to put the tablet down, so we've put a spot for it, and here we go. Okay, that seems pretty good. We'll lock that down, and I'm pretty happy with that, so we'll lock that down as well. It's a fairly sturdy device. It doesn't look as though it's going to fall off easily, which is what we want. So there's our tablet there. That's all looking good now. That actually feels fairly solid. So we'll see how we go. So we'll turn the tablet on. Okay, I'm sort of pretty impressed with this at the moment. Now the reason we've got this in this position is because I'm lucky. I've got a good navigator. Robin's a great little navigator. So as I said before in the video, I really didn't want too much stuff on the screen. So this is sort of positioned at a good location, and I'm pretty impressed with that. That's pretty solid. But over the next couple of months we'll give another review on this and see how it's actually standing up. But for what we've got at the moment, I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll just wait till this boots up. Okay, alright, well she's all powered up, ready to go. I'll just enter my code in. Okay, now that our tablet is ready to go, we'll actually turn on I think memory maps for all, because that actually uses the same navigation as the Hema maps, but in a little different way. So as you can see, we've got our mapping software there. It's very intuitive. We can move it around any way we like. Moving maps are absolutely brilliant, and with a 5G tablet, it's got the GPS antenna at the back, so we can actually locate our spot, which we've actually located here. The other thing that I've also done is for our CB radio, we've got one of these units, Sikorsky or something. I'll put that in the comments or in the description down below. But again, that utilises the CD player that we don't use anymore. So we can put that in and lock that into position. So that's it there. The tablet turns off simply because we haven't got it plugged in at the moment. So if we've got that plugged in, we've got constant power and everything is fine. But you know what, guys, I'm pretty happy with this. We'll see how we go. I hope it's going to be sturdy enough, but for what? Anyway, it's all part of the game. So again, you can watch YouTube on this, all sorts of good gear. All in all, I'm pretty much impressed with it. So I think I better finish off this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done. If you have, please give a like and subscribe, because we're not putting that many videos out at the moment, because as I mentioned before, we are sort of stuck at home. But in the next couple of weeks we are going away again. I'll be doing another video, and I'll be giving you more of an update of what we've done here. So from Oz Travelog, Peter and Robin, thanks again for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this.